What is going on, guys? We've got another Wi-Fi battle. This one's gonna be against Duskino. He's a Twitch streamer. He just started recently. I'm gonna link his Twitch in the description. Go and check him out. He's got a very interesting team. He's got a mono bug team. My team's based around the Musketeers. As you can see, Keldeo, Terrakion, Virizion, and Cobalion are in there. This was courtesy of Sorkon, a guy from my stream. He got these Pokemon for me. There's also M-Gallade and Meloetta, because of course you can't do a team without 6 Pokemon. So let's just get this started. I always go start with Cobalion. I'm looking at his team and I see the Galvantula. That's gonna Sticky Web, I'm pretty sure. So I hope to win the speed tie here. This game could have been completely different if I lost the speed tie. But I hope to win the speed tie, and I do win the speed tie. I end up winning the speed tie and getting the taunt off, so he's not able to put Sticky Web for down for a few turns, which is brilliant, because I can just go ahead and get some stuff down. So I go for Stealth Rock now. There's not much I can really do with Cobalion, especially since this Pokemon is an electric type. If it was another type, I could Thunder Wave it. If he started with a Sweeper, I could try Thunder Wave it and cripple it essentially. But I couldn't end up doing that. So I just end up swapping out into Constance here, the Virizion. And I'm just gonna go for screens right now. I'm just gonna go straight for screens. And if all goes well, I may even be able to break the slash. After that, if he gets Sticky Web up, I don't really care. He goes for Thunder. He misses once on Cobalion, which is unfortunate on his end, because Galvantula does have compound eyes. So basically hits the Thunder on my Virizion. I get the Paralysis. Now he goes for Sticky Web. I just go for straight for Light Screen. I'm not sure whether to go for Reflect here, because I'm not sure if it's useful in his team. He has the Vivillon. The Vivillon is what I'm really thinking is going to be the issue at the moment, especially with the Sleep Powder and Hurricane and the Rain. I'm thinking that's going to be a huge issue for me. Anyway, I go for the Giga Drain just to break the slash on this thing. He's staying in, obviously, because if he swaps out with the Stealth Rocks out and he's forced to go back into Galvantula, that's going to make that item useless. So now he knows damage is on Galvantula. He goes ahead and swaps out into Beedrill. I think he's thinking I would stay in and do something for some reason, but I don't end up staying in. I go straight into Keldeo here. Go into Keldeo, trying to get off the Hydro Pump on this thing. Then I realize my speed falls. Now I still thought I would win the speed tie, because, well, not speed tie. I thought I would win the speed match off. But I didn't end up winning the speed match off with that 80 base speed. So essentially Keldeo was lower than 80 base speed. With Sticky Web up, which I didn't calculate it, so I don't actually know. Anyway, he goes for the Protect just to be safe anyway. That's fine. Now I go back into Cobalion here, because I don't want Keldeo to be taking some sort of massive hit from Poison Jab, because I'm pretty sure that's what this guy's gonna go for. He ends up going for U-turn. I'm not sure why. I thought he would go for Poison Jab, since Bug is obviously not very effective against fighting. So I get the 4 times resist on the U-turn, which is fine. It's just unfortunate it had to break my sash. I could have gone for Thunder Wave or something before he went out there. But he would have outsped, obviously, the next turn anyway, so I'm not sure if that would have been useful. Now here, I had the Sticky Web on Cobalion. I was expecting to be slower than the Armaldo, because I thought Armaldos have Swift Swim in the rain, but apparently they don't, or they're just not fast enough. I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, that was really weird. I just go for Thunder Wave here. It actually ends up being paying off the fact that he's slower. He goes to Rapid Spin. I don't know why, because I can just... This is the thing I used to set up Stealth Rock, so he should know that. So I just go for Stealth Rocks again. And he's just going to go straight for the Earthquake, I'm pretty sure, and take out Cobalion, which is fine, because I have Stealth Rocks up. He does not have... He needs to get another Rapid Spin off, basically, to win. So that's all good and well. Now Armaldo, I never knew this thing's eyes were actually popping out of its head. Like, when you think about it, the eyes are not actually on its head. It looks really weird. This Pokemon's really weird. Anyway, I go into Terrakion here. I just want to outspeed this for sure. I want to make sure I outspeed this thing and not get some sort of weird thing before. As you can see, he's paralyzed. Thing like before, I'm sorry. As you can see, he's paralyzed. So I can just go straight for Stone Edge, take out this Armaldo. That will be quite a valuable thing, considering he's running a bug team and most things on his team are weak to Stealth Rock. So he's going to send out Galvantula here. Going to take the 25% rocks damage. I'm hoping here to actually go ahead and hit the second Stealth Rock. Second Stone Edge, sorry. I think I do end up hitting, and his Galvantula just manages to get that Rain Dance off and then die, which is good for him because he's running a Surskit. Now Surskits, I was looking them up about 2 days ago. They actually run, they have an ability, and the ability is Swift Swim. So they end up being a lot faster than Rain. Now I knew this, so I knew this thing's gonna outspeed me, so I swapped out back into Virizion to take the Scald. And he does exactly that. He goes straight for the Scald. It doesn't really matter with the Rain up because it's normal effectiveness. I believe water attacks are doubled in Rain. So that Scald's just going to do sort of normal special damage to me. Ends up not being a lot anyway, even though this thing is weirdly Life Orb. Most people run a Focus Sash on this, from what I've seen anyway. When people do use this, which is hardly ever anyway. He goes for Ice Beam now. Ice Beam's going to do a bit more than that, than that Scald. But I'm going to be able to get off a free move here, which is Light Screen. After this, I'm just going to take the Surskit straight out because it's going to be doing more damage with Ice Beam. And there's no point running Reflect at the moment. Right now anyway, because I haven't seen his Scizor really do anything. And now, I've seen a lot more swords dancing Scizors, and unfortunately, I did have a glimpse at this man's stream when I was checking if it was my turn to battle, and I saw that his Scizor does carry Swords Dance. So, I actually end up going for the Taunt on this next turn, which is unfortunate on his part. That's one of the downsides of streaming. People end up knowing your team and stuff like that, even if they don't intentionally mean to. I really wanted this to be a balanced battle, but this one thing, it may have screwed him over, but it didn't really, because at the end of the day, I would have swapped out anyway if I didn't go for the Taunt, because Virizion is not going to be able to take a Bullet Punch regardless. So I would have swapped out if I didn't know about that Swords Dance, but yeah, that's sort of unfortunate, maybe a slight disadvantage on his part. Now, I go into Keldeo here. Thinking that I can just Sacred Sword this thing to death. I don't want to risk the Hydro Pump. I've had too many bad experiences with Noivern. Although Keldeo actually does end up hitting most of its Hydro Pumps, from what I've seen anyway. That Life Orb damage is going to do quite a lot to this Scizor. Obviously, he's not going to go for Bullet Punch because it is resisted. He goes for Knock Off instead, which is also resisted, and it activates Justified. Unfortunately, Keldeo is a special attacker, so Justified doesn't actually matter in this case. Now he goes for Bullet Punch here, trying to take me out with that Stab Bullet Punch Technician bonus. He doesn't, unfortunately. I managed to get off the second Secret Sword and take this Scizor to the grave. The shiny Scizor looks really ugly, by the way. Like that yucky green color. I'm not sure why people like that. Looks really bad. He goes into Vivillon now. Vivillon's going to take 50% Stealth Rocks damage. That's fine. I thought he was going to go for Sleep Powder here. I'm not sure why. That was a bad play on my part. Because there's no point putting this thing to sleep when it's on 11 HP. You might as well just kill it anyway, right? So that was a really bad play on my part. Anyway, I go into Athos now. And just to be safe, just to not lose this battle confirmed, I just end up going for the safer Iron Head. Now, this is not guaranteed to take it out. And his Beedrill has really low defenses, so I'm hoping it'll manage to take that out, but I wasn't sure at this point. So Vivillon does end up going down, which is great on my end, and he ends up going to Beedrill. Beedrill's going to take that Stealth Rocks damage, which I initially forgot about when I was considering the Iron Head. I initially forgot about that Stealth Rocks damage. Now he goes for Drill Run. He was hoping that Drill Run would indeed take out Terrakion, but it does not. Terrakion is too strong to die to a Drill Run. So Terrakion does end up taking out the Beedrill with the Iron Head, and that will be the game. A really, really nice bug team. Really good uses of Surskit in his team with the Rain. And excellent Monotype bug team. The only thing that sort of screwed him over that match was the Stealth Rocks, obviously. Besides that, he played really, really well. I really liked this match. So did he. So please do check out his Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please remember to comment, subscribe, like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in another Wi-Fi battle or another Pokemon video. See you all later.